The Terrible Warriors receive support from listeners through Patreon. Patreon supporters get named in games, gain access to special privileges on our Discord channel, receive postcards in the mail, and can sign up for a private monthly gaming group run by one of our Terrible Warriors. Consider supporting us today at patreon.com/terriblewarriors. And today on the Terrible Warriors, when we take a break for the summer, we tend to throw a bunch of extra content your way. You see, while we've been running this last season, in the background, Tom, he's an evil genius White, has been recording these games of his. He gathered friends of the show to play a game of Dungeons & Dragons in a story that he's written entirely on his own. For the next 2 weeks, on Tuesday and Thursday, we'll have new episodes from each of these campaigns, because there's 2 of them. North of the Blood Wall is what you'll be listening to right now. And at this exact same time, South of the Blood Wall has also been released simultaneously. And on Thursday, both episode 2s will be released. And next Tuesday, episode 3, and next Thursday, the finale to both the North and South campaigns. Both of these campaigns happen at the exact same time. And that's why we're releasing them at the exact same time. And stick around. At the end of this episode, I'll give you a bit of a tease on what to expect when our season starts for real in September. For now, I hand the mic and the dice over to our GM, Tom White.
Hello, welcome to Terrible Warriors. I'm your host and dungeon master for the evening, Tom. He is an evil genius White from the web show Weird Video Games, and of course this podcast you are now listening to with your ears, Terrible Warriors. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Dice Warriors. Joining us today are 3 terrible people from the deep dark internet. We have... That's you, Lewis.
Oh, I see how it is. I'm from the dark and terrible part of the internet, huh? Admittedly, that's like 90% of it, but still.
Yeah, tell everyone who you are.
I am Lewis Linkara Lovhaug. I do a web series called The Top of the Fourth Wall, where I review terrible comic books. Occasionally, I also talk about Power Rangers and other minutia.
And we also have one of our favorite regulars.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Cassie, Toy Love Chew. Hi!
Hi, Cassie!
Hi!
And finally, we have our old friend.
Hi, everyone. It's Big Mike from D20 Live, as well as the 404's Improv Comedy Group. You can follow me, of course, at youtube.com/D20 Live and check out all the shenanigans we get on to and up to over there. However, Tom has called me back from the actual deep, dark corners of the internet.
Hi!
To make funny, as he put it.
Is that how I put it? Because, yeah, I can see that being a thing I would say, yeah.
Big Mike makes any funny.
Thank you.
So,
No, he was just blackmailing me.
Yeah. I guess we won't go into details on that, or otherwise it wouldn't really be blackmail. So today we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, North of the Blood Wall. If our players are ready, we're going to dive right in.
Nope.
So, you've just yesterday come back from a successful adventure. You've saved a kid who was dragged away by a dire rat. It's the first work you've had in weeks, but it paid off nicely, and you now have a few extra coins to spend. You're all rested up, and now you're inside a tavern called the White Swan. It's the largest tavern in town, although it doesn't seem so graceful as the name suggests. It's just kind of ordinary. It's midday, the place is bright and warm, it smells like beer and wine and other such drinks that at this point are probably soaked into the walls and ceiling. You're all drinking some ale that was offered to you on the house. There's quiet conversation from a number of groups gathered around, but there are quite a few empty tables. Atmosphere's a bit of a lazy one. People look like they just have nothing to do and are just kind of hanging around.
So are we talking amongst ourselves now?
Yep.
Alright, so here's my argument. Why do they have to call it the White Swan? Isn't that just inherently racist?
The barkeep had just approached as you were saying this. And she's politely holding a tiny little chalkboard of sorts in her hands. She's got blonde hair and her ears are just pointed a little bit. Maybe not a half elf, but definitely part elf. And she says, "Is there anything else I can get you?"
Yes, my lovely madam, of course. Tom, do you want us to introduce our characters as well?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. So for this one, I decided to break out of my traditional mold, and I am playing a half-elf... No, not half-elf. What am I thinking? Halfling. Halfling rogue, chaotic good alignment, named Garrett. And the rest you'll find out about him as we go along. And do you want everyone else to introduce themselves first?
Hey, why don't you just give her your order, and then everyone else can introduce themselves after?
Fair enough.
Korg, the chaotic good barbarian, suggests that you get something to extract his foot from his mouth.
We're off to a great start.
Alright, I guess that's how we're doing it. So, Cassie...
That's it. I'm going to be playing Celeste, I'm the cleric of the party. I'm a half-elf. And I'm excited to be here and not get into too much trouble, you guys, please.
You joined wrong party.
That's not at all going to come back to bite you.
I just reassuringly put my hand on Celeste's shoulder and say, Celeste, dear, no. Now, madam, I understand you have a special going on today.
I'm
lying.
We've got like a turkey leg and some potatoes. If you want some actual food,
the special. No, the special, the drinking special, the hero's return special. I hear it's great. It's a bottoms-up special. 5 fingers.
Does five fingers suggest to me you're trying to steal something? And
No, you see,
her husband
all
comes
of us
over at this point and looking like really upset.
And there is the other foot.
Celeste just kind of like looks over at the barkeep and she's like, I'm so sorry, like mouthing to her like, I'm so sorry.
I think what you're saying is you would like a bottle of wine.
Is the husband coming over a little more threateningly than I would like?
No, he's keeping a respectful distance, but he's definitely suspicious.
All right. Sure, yeah, let's start with that and see where the night goes. And I just kind of do the whole, the kind of, the I think I'm slicker than I am, point my finger to my nose and then point at her and wink thing.
So,
which I have to describe now because I got to get used to the fact that I'm not streaming this, but I'm describing it and it looks a lot more cooler.
Okay, it'll be 4 silver pieces for the bottle.
Bloody hell, fucking inflation is a thing. And I pay.
Okay. So just mark that off, and so she goes to get the wine. Her husband goes back to behind the bar where he goes to cooking whatever he's cooking. A halfling gets up from a table full of laughing people across the room and heads your way. He's got a short beard, bright eyes, and a smile you can't tell is friendly or mischievous.
He's a halfling, and he's my own kind. I don't trust it.
Actually, you recognize him. His name is Bingle, and he's the one who tipped you off about the missing boy.
Oh god, that's a terrible name for a living creature. Bingle, old friend!
Hey there, folks. Mind if I join you? And he just climbs up onto a chair next to you before you answer.
You already have.
Sure. Hello.
Okay, so listen, the boy's doing fine, mostly fine. The town healer said he can't recover his eye, but he's otherwise going to be okay. His ribs are already mostly healed, and he's not limping anymore. His dad's a clothier who serves the local baron, so I'm sure he'll be fine. It all worked out at the end, eh? I mean, you'd think the
Let's
baron...
rewind on a few of those details, shall we?
Yeah.
What? The boy's ribs? How? No, this is me out of character. How bad did we fuck this up that this kid is in that bad a state?
He was like that before you got to him. Like,
that's what
Well, child, I'm sorry about the eye.
The diarrhea.
That's what we told them when we brought him back. Yeah. Frick.
The diarrhea, grabbed him and dragged him away, and you ran off, and, you didn't find out about this until, minutes later. The father came panicking, looking for someone. This halfling knew you guys and came and told you. And so by the time you got him, he was already in rough shape, but they hadn't actually eaten him yet, so you got him back safe, so you guys are heroes.
Hooray. Well, I mean, an eye patch can be quite fetching on a young lad.
Yeah, the halfling's I mean, you'd think the Baron would spring for a cleric to cast a spell and get his eye back, but you know how the aristocracy is. And anything
It's
that's
called
not
Lesser
for your,
Restoration. It's not that hard to get.
anything that's not for your immediate family is considered charity, you know? Probably so much of the upper class doesn't much care for the king, you know what I mean? So,
Why didn't they just ask me to do it? I would have just done it.
You're not powerful enough to cast restoration yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're kind of under level for that cast. No offense.
That's fine. That's the facts.
Yeah.
I don't even know about it.
He goes, so listen, seeing as that information I provided you turned out to be lucrative, I think it would be in our best interest to help each other out some more, don't you think?
Oh.
Look,
Oh, I don't know. Kern, what's your thought?
Korg?
Korn, what's your thought?
You're very drunk right now. That's what I think.
No, I don't need your opinion of me. I need your opinion of him.
He's not as drunk as you.
Thank you.
It's like, okay, look, I didn't want to ask for a finder's fee, seeing as the little boy was in trouble at the time, and time was of the essence, right? And I don't want to ask for one, and I'm not going to be a douchebag and ask for one now, because
How
that's not
much?
something you guys agreed to. But if certain other information comes my way in the future, maybe we can work to get something out in advance, so we don't have to have awkward conversations later when things are more dire, you know? Okay, so here's what I propose. I'm to be your urban guide. For as long as you need my services, I go with you. I provide you with vital information, everything from well-kept secrets to intriguing gossip. I introduce you to the people you want to meet. I tell you where the best deals are. I even help carry your gear if you need me to. I assure you I'm well worth the price. My fee is just 1 gold piece per day. No, let's make it 9 silver. There's 3 of you, so 3 silver each. It's just easier math. You know, and if you find any treasure or receive any big rewards, I reserve the right to negotiate a cut on a case-by-case basis.
2
Garrett.
silver. 2 silver. And you pay for your own food.
2 silver each, so 6.
No, you get 2 silver a day.
Okay, roll a diplomacy on that.
God, I hope my diplomacy's good. Oh, no. No. Mm-hmm. Okay, yep. Alright, this is going to be... So I've rolled a 6 collectively with both my modifier... my skill modifier and my dice roll, which is par from me rolling, so it's good to know that roll 20 is working the same goddamn way it always does.
Alright, he's like, okay, tell you what, 6 silver pieces, and I agree, I pay for my own food. I never was going to expect you guys to pay for that anyway.
Yeah, okay, I can work with that. Everyone else good?
Fine with me.
Okay, so, alright, so everyone mark off 2 silver on their sheets for the first day.
I'm sure I can do that somewhere on this sheet.
It's in the inventory tab.
Oh,
Alright.
ooh. Very nice. Very good.
There's a tab?
Yeah, if you look at
Yeah.
the bottom of the Excel sheet, you can see the tabs.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, here's what I've heard. There's this half-orc, lives just outside the city walls for some reason. He is a little reclusive. It seems he just recently came into a lot of money. He's been spending it around town, and that's weird. He won't say where he got it. He denies even having any money, but he just keeps spending. He doesn't have any kind of trade or skill other than he hunts for his own food, and he's not exactly the most capable guy. This is a guy who got poisoned twice eating the wrong kind of berries. So, where did he get the money?
So you're saying it's the drugs?
I don't know. I can do some more digging for you guys, and...
No, I can go over and check. Do we want me to go over and check? I
Bang.
can find out. What?
The door to the tavern slams open. A soldier wearing the king's crest yells out, "Your attention, please! The king is in need of your help. Anyone who can carry a weapon is asked to join with me immediately and come protect your king from those who wish him harm. Your loyalty will be remembered."
You said rewarded? Awesome! Hey guys, he said rewarded!
There's like a huge commotion around the room. Everyone's like talking. Like the barkeep and her husband are arguing. Immediately at a nearby table of 3 dwarves, one of the dwarves jumps to his feet, and just the other dwarves just kind of look at each other in disbelief and go back to drinking. Just like there's like a whole murmur around the whole bar. So what do you guys want to do?
There is chance Korg gets to stab things. I say we go.
Sure.
Oh, fine.
You know what? No, you don't want to go. What's wrong? Speak up.
We're not getting paid! I don't care if the king remembers me. I'd rather he didn't. But fine, we'll go. Majority rules. I'm good. Let's get my buzz on and rob a trapper. Today sucks.
Well, I'm sorry.
You're not that sorry. I can hear it in your voice.
I tried.
This must be a very popular tavern, considering this is the first place the King's Guards went looking for people.
Well, yeah, it's the most popular tavern in town, and I guess this town is the closest town. Who knows?
Which is why we shouldn't be criticizing the names of the bards. Garrett.
Don't tell me how to live my life and judge those who are my lessers.
Okay. So I guess you guys are signing yourselves up for this mess?
I guess so. I guess we're abandoning the trapper or plot hook.
Okay, so
I figured they were going to converge later. We could split the party.
always the best option. Okay, so I guess he talked to a soldier. He says, yeah, there's a wagon waiting by the north gate. I still have to try to round up some more fighters. Meet me there. We'll be moving out in less than an hour.
Oh, wow, a wagon. I feel like I'm helping the nation.
Okay, so,
I was trying to think of something that I could say to possibly cheer him up, but I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think anything's gonna work.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm happy, which is the important thing.
Yeah, it really is, Korg. I'm not going to lie about that.
Okay, so when you arrive at the wagon, there's a couple of guards from the town watch standing by, but the soldier isn't there yet, of course. There's a bunch of townsfolk coming by just to like drop stuff off to kind of, I guess, to help anyone who is going out to fight. They've got like they've got actually multiple baskets with like food, coats, scarves, even like parchment and ink, whatever people have that they can give. Someone gave a couple of like little charms for luck and so on. The dwarf at the bar is the only other person that seems to actually be waiting to get on the wagon.
Oh, isn't our brave companion coming with us, the Mr. Information?
Oh yeah, he's with you.
Oh, wow.
Damn right he is. We're paying him 6 silvers a day. He better be coming with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strangely silently, he's just tagging along. And yeah, before the hour passes, a woman in her late 30s wearing rough, well-worn clothing comes running out of breath, and when the soldier returns, he looks over everyone and says, does anyone need weapons or armor?
Is it free?
We've got like some padded armor and spears. And yes. You guys already have better equipment for that.
Yeah, we do.
I was gonna say, I'm like, that sounds pretty meh.
Yeah. Well, the woman raises her hand and says, me. And Bengals like, well, I don't know how to fight. I'm just coming for assistance. And the soldier sighs. Is like, okay, this wagon can only hold so many people. If you're not coming to fight, you're not coming.
Uh-oh.
And Bengals like, well, that's just great. Fine, I guess I'll wait behind.
I pick up Bangles and I put him on my back.
Refund, Bangles. If you're out, I want a refund on my silver.
Okay, roll diplomacy.
Why? It's not gonna work.
I'm gonna.
I have my diplomacy.
I'm gonna give you a really good bonus
to me.
because he doesn't have much leg to stand on.
I would hope. Freaking hell! All right. I got an 18 collectively.
That's more than enough.
All right.
So you've convinced him.
Good. I'm minimizing my losses on this venture.
Okay, so you all get on the wagon. It starts moving. So you're sitting on a wagon, just kind of waiting to see what happens at this point. It's kind of
Is the wagon moving? Like we're
yeah,
set
the
off,
wagon
right?
is moving. You're all on it.
Yay.
There's like spears and armor just kind of laying on the flat of it, plus like all the supplies everyone gave you guys. It's basically just the it's the soldier who came and recruited everyone, the dwarf, the three of you, and you've got Bingle like by the scruff of the neck, basically.
Well, we've gotten our money. I'm recording that we've gotten our money back, and I'm willing to let him go.
You got your money back. I'm keeping him.
Okay, Cork.
You didn't get your money back. You paid him, and you made him come with you because that's the deal.
Fair enough. Hey, Cork,
Okay.
you finally got a familiar.
It is everything I always dreamed.
It's sentient and talking, too. Those are really expensive. You should take good care of him and make sure he stays fed.
Oh, I should.
And I paid 2 silver for it.
Yeah.
I should mention to Celeste that actually there are a couple of scrolls in there. Someone put like some magic scrolls in the baskets for curing spells. So
Okay.
you can cast cure a couple extra times.
Anything about curing eyeballs.
Are those
No, they're
are
cure
those
light
for purchasing, or those are just
No,
for
they're in the
us?
basket. Somebody just gave them. I guess someone from the temple decided you guys would need them.
Oh, great! Yeah, I'll keep those on my person.
So, okay, the dwarf introduces himself. By the way, I'm Baron.
Hello, nice to meet you.
And
Yo.
the woman says her name's Riga. The soldier doesn't seem to answer. He's focused on driving the horses.
Can we tell if we're actually heading towards the castle?
No, you're heading out on like an old dirt road away from the city.
All right, well, I walk over. I kind of move over to the soldier and kind of make a on his helmet. Yo,
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Where are we going and what is wrong?
Okay, so where did I write this down? Okay, so King Philip was being led on a diplomatic trip, and he was ambushed by orcs. At first, 2 tribes attacked simultaneously, and then a third. I can't really be sure how many different ones. His soldiers are well trained and better equipped than those hapless things, but there are just so many of them. His royal guard sent me and others to round up any reinforcements that can be found, even if just a few, they said. Anything. This is the closest town, so I came here.
Wow, the king's gonna die. So, hey, Korg, you get to fight orcs. Is this gonna be a thing for you?
This is going to be a good day for Korg.
All right, at least some person's happy on this whole thing.
This is actually the second wagon, by the way. There's another one up ahead.
I mean, I'm kind of just here mostly to make sure you guys don't get too hurt. So,
It appreciated.
Oh, Celeste, how often do I get into trouble?
let's see. This week,
Okay, not counting the tavern maid, not counting the racial slurs, not counting the kid, and not
I
counting...
count by month.
this week alone, by my count, 17 times.
Yeah, that matches up with my math, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Baron, the dwarf, turns to Riga and says kind of bluntly, You don't look like you've held a spear before. And she sort of nods. She says, I'm a farmer. I've never fought before. Just, a wolf or two, maybe.
I'm not asking the crazy woman why she wants to commit suicide. Anyone else can.
So,
Perhaps you should not be on this wagon then.
so the dwarf's like, so what are you doing this for? And this kind of look of determination comes over her. She says, okay, last year my husband got injured building a fence. He slipped on the ice and got a broken picket right through his leg. It got infected. He couldn't work. We weren't sure how we were going to survive. Then a priest comes by, says he was mandated by the king to heal any of his subjects found to be in dire need. She stayed with him all night, made sure he could walk again. Like, if the king dies, what will happen the next time someone like us gets disabled? Like, who will the next king be? Will they be so terrible next time one of us farmers takes sick?
That's very kind.
No, it's kind of stupid. It's nice, conceptually. Can I call it stupid? Is anyone else offended if I call it stupid?
I mean,
Yes.
you could, but that's not very nice.
I'm not a nice person.
You could be if you wanted to.
Like, I'm gonna feel bad if I watch this woman die. I don't wish her any ill will. And I'm gonna be
Then
depressed.
don't let her die.
Oh, Korg, what?
The dwarf is like, well, why are you guys coming?
Korg as what? A buckler? Look how big I am!
Well, see, this one over here points to Korg. Just wants to fight some things. I'm here to make sure he doesn't get too hurt, and this guy over here points over to Garrett. Is just kind of with us. So
I believe, I
soldier-
believe in friendship and group cohesion.
The soldier turns his head and yells, "Everyone, weapons ready!"
Alrighty.
You look over and you see.
All right, I grab my great sword.
So you look over, you see a wagon up ahead. It looks like it's the first wagon that must have been sent ahead before you left, but the horses are dead, still in the harnesses. And
Oh my god.
There are two orcs ransacking it. There's food and other items scattered everywhere, and around the wagon are maybe a dozen bodies, both human and orc, lying on the ground. Almost half of them are pierced with arrows. Roll for initiative!
All right,
Hey, Korg.
Hey.
Bet you can't hit that.
just 1d20.
Plus your initiative modifier, which should be in the character statistics.
Do, 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 do.
Initiative
What is
2.
it? Where are you?
1d20 plus 2 of my initiative is 2.
Where are you? Initiative.
16.
It's hard to see where my initiative is. Where are you on the sheet? Oh. Okay, good. Okay,
Is
great.
everything okay there?
Yeah, I found it's like initiative 0. Okay.
So what are they again?
16.
I got an 18.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I got an 11. I got an 11.
3.
3 plus what?
Nothing.
my initiative modifier is 0.
So, sorry, Mike, you said yours is 11?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, so Korg has the highest initiative. So you may act.
Alright.
Thing.
I point at one of the orcs and go, You first. And I attack.
Okay, so you're inside the wagon still, so you're gonna have to jump off and then charge to clear the distance.
Alright, I jump out of the wagon first, then point, then run to attack.
Okay. Okay, so roll your attack.
I believe in
One
Korg.
second Here. Let's see. What'll that be exactly? This is the problem with me only playing so often. I always forget which thing I'm looking at here.
You're going to go to the bottom of the page where it says weapons.
Okay.
And where you pick the weapon you've got, just you roll 1d20 plus the attack bonus listed in the second column from the left.
Very good. Okay, I got this. One
And
second.
you get +2 for charging.
Oh, neat. So that's +6 then. 26. I got a natural 20.
Oh.
Natural 20. Okay, re-roll that.
Yeah, I roll again.
Yeah, because you roll to hit it. If you get a natural 20, you roll to confirm the critical.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
And same thing. D20 plus 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. So let's see. I'm just making sure 13 is enough for a crit.
According to my thing, I think it is not.
Well,
It depends on the orc's armor class.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're flat-footed, Tom, because they haven't. It's still the first round of combat, and they haven't moved yet. So
That's true. Okay, so we're gonna call that a critical. Roll 2d6 and add 4. Wait, sorry, no. Roll 4d6 and add 8 because it's critical.
46 and had. How many did you say?
Add 8.
Total of 21.
That okay? So basically, you bring your greatsword right down his neck and slice right through until he's like almost split in half, and he drops and dies instantly.
Jeez!
well, there's the bar for the evening.
Car, have good day.
Frick.
Korg can go to sleep happy now.
Okay, Garrett.
Right. What? How do you want me to follow that up? All right. Well, I'm going to stealth, obviously. So let me double check what the skill is for stealth. I believe it's hide in here, right? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
or move silently, whichever is. Move silently would be more.
Before you move, quick question. There's
Yes.
only 2 of them, right?
Yes.
Out of character, might be best to keep one of them alive so that we can
You know
interrogate
what?
them.
I forgot. You actually have the cleave feat, which means that since you dropped the first guy, you can carry right through and hit the second orc. So,
Oh, neat!
So roll a second attack.
Just standard 2d6 plus 4? Sorry,
Yes.
yeah.
yeah.
For damage, okay.
No, just the attack roll, not the damage roll.
Oh, okay, the attack roll. So it's a D.
All right, because you don't auto hit, you just get another chance.
Are you serious?
Ladies and gentlemen of the online world, that is the
Another
second.
natural 20.
Man, I'm gonna sit back and sass. Nothing is gonna kill Korg tonight.
Shit.
I'm not gonna make you re-roll and roll damage. I'm just gonna say he's dead too.
So,
Well, there goes my idea of be safe. We should keep one alive to interrogate.
well, you can choose to hold back if you want to on your damage and just be like, I nearly completely killed him. But at this point,
I would
this
like
one-
to hold back if possible.
okay, so he's not dead, but you sliced through him. He dropped to the ground. He's unconscious and dying. He'll require medical attention to stay alive, but he's
Alright.
down.
Well,
so
if
I'm
Lord,
applauding.
have really good day.
Okay, let's see.
Oh god, I'm wasting them now.
Yeah, you are, man. Unless you keep getting 20s, at which point I'm going to scream at roll 20 because no one on my team has ever done this well in roll 20 ever. Like, somewhere out there, Arcada is screaming really loudly and he doesn't know why. Hey, Ark. If you ever hear this.
Okay, just 1 second here.
This rate, I'm gonna accidentally kill the king.
yeah, can we
At
not?
this rate, I'm mounting Korg to the front of the cart and just saying we got a tank.
Just use him as a battering ram. He's unstoppable.
At this batting average, yeah. Frickety dig.
I'm just saying I'm wasting them now. You know, later on we're gonna really need some 20s, and I'm just gonna be just like going one after one after one.
Ooh.
Bullshit, Linkara. I've GM'd you more than anyone. I know what your batting average is. Shut up. Ass. Oh, I'm gonna waste all my good luck.
Alright.
Hey, I did okay on those games. Not this good.
I remember it differently. So do my fans. Anyway.
So does that dragon.
Okay, a couple of arrows fly out of nowhere and hit the dwarf and the farmer girl. The dwarf gets... Okay, he takes one like right in the square of the chest, goes right through his armor, and he just drops.
Oh, no.
The farmer is a little bit luckier. It catches her in the shoulder. She's still standing. She doesn't look like she's felt that kind of pain before, though.
Okay, so sit down. Just sit down.
So
Sit down.
Garrett, you had one job.
We both know that was not my job.
So you can see from the hills there are 2 more orcs with bows, and there's another one with a sword, and he's getting ready to charge.
Did
So-
you just see what ours did? Are you guys stupid?
Okay, so so Mike, since you didn't get a chance to act, I'm going to let you act now.
Well, okay, I rolled previously to hide, which got a 14. So
Okay.
unless you want me to re-roll and get a higher roll, because I have a plus 10 modifier and I'd like to do a little better, but obviously I'm not going to push on that. But I'm going to stealth,
pretty
and I'm going to
sure-
try and...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be okay.
Okay.
What are you going to do? Like, fire your crossbow, or... Do you have
Well,
a crossbow?
because I want to get... I have my light crossbow, but I want to get my sneak attack bonus from it, right? So I need to be
Right.
stealth for that to work. So what I'm doing is I'm literally ducking not behind the cart, but behind the side of the cart, and leaving it so that way I can shoot it from from behind the cart, and that way it'll do well.
Okay. I believe you have to be within 60 feet to do a sneak attack. I think you are within 60 feet of them.
I think it's like 30 feet.
Is it 30 feet? Then you're probably not close enough, but...
Well, then I'm going to keep stealthing through the bushes, and my party will know that I'm doing this and not abandoning them.
Okay, so... okay,
He
so...
abandoning us.
So
No, I'm
you'll
not.
do that, but you'll
Core.
forego your attack for this round, then?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the orc with the sword charges at the soldier riding the wagon. Let's see, what does he do? 14. That is probably not enough. No, so yeah, he swings the sword in this big overhead arc. The soldier manages to get his shield up and like deflects it to one side. Takes no damage. And Cassie, sorry, Celeste.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, so looking at it right now, our dwarf friend's not doing so good.
No, he's conscious, but he's out. Like he's on the ground. He's bleeding. He looks like he's struggling to breathe a little bit.
Okay. Let's see here. I really wish this would stop doing that. Okay. No.
If you want to heal him, you have like 3 basic options. You can use a cure spell, like cure light wounds, or you can do just cure minor wounds just to keep him stable and not die. Or you can use just first aid to kind of patch him up a little bit, and that doesn't require a spell slot. It's just a skill that you have.
Right, okay. Okay, let's see here.
You have a couple of extra scrolls, remember? So you, I don't think we worked out what spells you prepared for today, but
Oh crap! No, I forgot to do that.
but whatever. Like clerics at the very least have the ability to spontaneously change any of their prepared spells into a cure spell. So whatever it is we decide you prepared, we can make any of those a cure spell.
Right. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. So we're gonna go with. I'm gonna cast a. I read that incorrectly. We're gonna go with a cure minor wounds,
Okay.
just to stabilize them.
Okay. So that gives him 1 hit point back, and he's not dying.
Hooray! Not dying is good.
And he's able to pull himself back up onto his feet now. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm just marking down that you cast that spell.
Sweet.
Okay, so Korg, it is your turn again.
Alrighty. Do you guys think you got the swordsman well in hand over there?
No?
I'm just trying to decide who my next target is.
The swordsman!
How is the soldier doing against him, Tom?
He looks like he's doing okay. He's like deflecting all of his attacks. The soldier looks quite skilled.
Okay, then I'm going for the nearest archer. Can I actually see them?
Yeah, if you look on the battle grid, you can. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, it's,
No, I mean, in character, can I see them?
Yeah, they're like on top of a hill, but it's a very small hill. Like you can, like they're not above your reach.
All right, then I'm gonna rush over to the nearest one and start a swinging.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay,
So 1d20 plus 6.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Are you charging or are you just
Regular thing. I'll save up my charge in case I need to run back to save you guys from the swordsman.
Okay, so roll your attack.
So regular attack. 6.
Ooh,
Told ya.
6 altogether.
that's not as
Take it
okay.
all together.
Yeah.
Okay, so you run up and and you swing at them. I guess the closest archer manages to like step over your swing because he's at a slight height advantage, and he's now pointing his bow at you. Okay, so
Hooray.
so he's going to actually fire an arrow at you from point blank, which is a bad idea. You get an attack of opportunity because he's trying to attack you with a ranged attack from right next to you. So roll another attack.
All right. 18.
Okay, roll damage. It's 2d6 plus 4.
12.
Okay, so he tries to fire the arrow at you. You will cut like right under his arms as he's doing this, and hack like upwards right into his chest, and almost like lift him right off his feet as you chop him down. He's bleeding out. He's not conscious.
Really? With a sword through him?
Well, he's the fantasy type. They're hardier, and he's an orc.
The orc next to him fires at you. It goes like way over your head. And let's see. Okay, so Garrett.
Yo.
What are
Is
you
it
doing?
my turn?
Yes,
I'm gonna
it is
shoot him
your
with a
turn.
goddamn arrow. I thought
Okay.
I'd march up and tell him to get off my land. No, I'm gonna shoot him from the distance like a coward.
Okay, roll.
Sorry. Alright. A full 20, not a nat 1.
Yeah, okay, so that will definitely hit. Roll your
Alright.
damage and add your sneak attack damage to it.
Alright, so that's just 1d6. And plus additional. So about 8.
Okay, so, let's see. Okay, so basically it gets him right in the neck. Like
Cool.
right in the side of the neck.
I'm gonna reroll my stealth just so I'm not out in the field dying like a human being.
Yeah, he totally didn't see it coming. It got him. He's not dead, but that really that was like very close to piercing like his face, and he's
I'll get him.
he's bleeding out of his mouth.
It really rustled his jimmies. I'll tell you what.
Tom, I got a 27 to re-stealth.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so, yeah, the orc with the sword, now that the dwarf is up, he tries to hit the dwarf. What was... Yeah, the dwarf basically bats it away with his mace. So
Yeah.
Okay, Cassie.
All right.
Celeste.
All right. Okay. Can I walk up and bat him in the face with my heavy mace?
You absolutely can.
I'm gonna walk up and bat him in the face with my heavy mace because
Okay.
he's hurting my friends.
Okay.
I don't want him to hurt my friends.
What are you
You're
talking
very
about? I'm not
kind.
hurt at all.
Our new friends.
Yeah, well, this is a very early in the relationship. I don't think we should sell it like this. I'm not getting attached to people who are attracting a fatal case of arrow.
Hey! They took the arrows for you, so you should
Okay,
thank
are you-
them.
Everyone
Going
takes
to
the
roll
arrows
your
from me.
attack.
They're taller than
Garrett,
I
you
am.
had one job. Do not let Farmer be hit by arrows.
That was never my job.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, that's disappointing. What do you add to that? 1. So you roll a 6. Okay. So the orc like backs away from your swing and it barely swings past his face. And let's see. It is Korg's turn.
All right. Is it possible for me to grab the remaining orc archer by the neck?
Yes.
And basically, like, put the sword up to him in a threatening manner.
You're gonna
So-
pick him up and use him to smack the other orc.
Well, I mean, the one who
Other
isn't
one's
stabbed.
gone. I would say that doing an unarmed attack provokes an attack opportunity, but he doesn't have a weapon out other than his bow, so he's kind of helpless against it. So, okay, roll your... I guess roll a grapple then.
Geez. How do I roll a grapple?
Yeah, grapple's like the worst. Let's see.
See, I'm just trying to threaten him. I fear if I just try to put the sword next to him, he'll run away. But if I like,
Okay.
I go,
If you're not doing it like in a proper mechanical grapple, you could just say you're making an intimidation roll and just putting your hand on him, and then make
There you go.
that's it.
yeah, let's go for
All right,
intimidation.
yeah, okay, yeah, do an intimidate roll.
All right, where can I find the intimidation stats?
It's under skills. It's your second tab.
All right, skills.
You should have a pretty good one. I think I gave you intimidation.
Let's see. Total.
He's the group barbarian. He should have a.
Yeah,
You
total
have
5.
+5.
All right, so what do I roll for that? D20 plus 5.
D20 plus 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty. 1 D20 plus 5. 6.
Oh boy, you are so lucky. Ones don't critically fail in 3.5.
Well, it's still a failure.
Yeah, but if it was a critical failure, he would have said, "I love you, darling. Carry me slowly."
How would one accidentally
job.
say that?
Korg open to new possibilities.
Suffice to say, he doesn't feel threatened. He
Which is funny considering his friend here has a sword through his chest.
Yeah, this guy's real brazen.
he actually puts down his bow and whips out an axe and swings it at you.
Wow, what a butt.
Wow, what a butt.
Yes, those are the words that came from my mouth.
Okay, so he swings it at your head, and you kind of lean back a little bit, and it goes over. He doesn't connect. Garrett.
Yo, well, my associate and also shield wall is in peril, and it is to my advantage to aid him. So I'm going to attack and sneak attack this.
Okay.
So let's do that. 19. Will a 19 strike him if he's flat-footed?
Yes.
Excellent. So let me do my sneak attack damage, which I'll do this, and I'll put the number to this, and make it a 2. 11 damage.
Okay, this one gets him right under the chin, goes right up into his head and into his brain.
Whoa.
Is it fatal?
I
If
want
not
to.
fatal, it will be in like a round.
Oh, well. Dang dard diddly-oo.
Excuse me.
That's what I said.
It just took Tom a second to register the words that came out of your mouth.
I'm trying to concentrate
Admit it,
on
Tom.
a few things,
You
and I
missed.
heard a deedly-do of sorts.
Admit it, Tom. You missed GMing me.
Yes, I did, very much. Okay, so, The dude next to you is gonna try to slice you open, Celeste. Oh, he rolled really badly.
Oh shit, Tom! I'm re-stealthing too, just because I don't want to get hurt.
Okay, this guy you don't really have cover against, though. He's, like, next to the wagon, and it's kind of open area. So, if you want to sneak attack him, you'll have to flank him and get him with melee.
Tom, there's always under the wagon. I'm a halfling.
If you can find a way to sneak under the wagon without him seeing, then you can go for that.
Well, presumably I'm still hiding under the wagon, so I just go backwards. And when it's time for me
I
to
thought you
show
said
up...
you were sneaking through the underbrush.
Well, if the underbrush is gone, I'm under wagon now, aren't I? That is, in many ways...
Look, he's under something!
It's under stuff.
It's a highly refined brush.
His name is Garrett Understuff.
In any case, it is Celeste's turn.
Okay, so I see that this orc has swung at me and missed, and I go whoopsies, and I swing at him again.
Okay.
So here we go. Oops, +1. So 18. Does an 18
That is
hit?
a hit. That is
Nice.
a hit.
Okay. He doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna assume based on what it says on the sheet. Okay, so it's a small.
Oh wait,
Isn't it?
that's. I'm sorry, I didn't put that in correctly. It is 1d8 plus your strength, which is 1. So
Okay, I was wondering. I was like, what size is my mace? I don't think we went over that. Okay, so yeah,
Well, you're a human, so it would be a medium-sized weapon.
this makes sense.
It's a
Well, no,
hit,
actually,
it's not
well,
a
I'm
weapon.
a half elf. Does this?
That doesn't
or am I
change.
the-
Elves,
Still count.
like elves are medium creatures. Half elves are like. Half.
Like, you have to be, like, either a halfling or, among the generic races, you have to be either a halfling or gnome to not qualify as a medium-sized race anymore.
Right.
So,
Right.
the vast majority of them are medium-sized.
Okay, so 1d8.
Huh?
Oh.
Ooh, full damage.
Woo!
Bam.
Okay, so you clock him on the side of the head and spin him around and drop him face first in the dirt.
Pat.
Is he still alive?
Yes. He doesn't have that much of a face, but he's alive. So, okay, they're all down and out.
Well, except for mine, I'm still dealing with mine.
No, what's...
He swung at me and
Garrett.
missed.
Yeah, and then Garrett shot him in the face.
Oh, okay.
I got your back, buddy.
I got you, fam.
Okay.
Score still 3-1.
Okay, so everyone roll... a
Cord,
listen
when are you
check.
never going to be ahead of me in kills? If you are ever not ahead of me in kills, you are sick that day.
You have come down with a cough.
Everybody roll listen.
Okay. Let me double check what that is on my sheet.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Four.
That's a 4.
So I got 9 on my listen check.
14.
Okay. 16.
Okay, so Cassie, so Celeste is the first to hear. There's a muffled voice calling for help.
Oh.
I just had the worst joke pop into my head. It's just like, Celeste, what is your almost elvish ears here?
What do half of your elf ears hear?
Please
Guys, do you hear that?
No?
What's that?
Somebody's calling for help.
Aww.
My save!
It's
Okay.
a muffled call for help. Okay. Can I kind of tell where it's coming from?
Yeah, why don't you reroll to see if you can, now that you're really listening.
Okay. Am I rolling
All of
another?
us are just her.
Yes.
Okay.
All of you can.
Okay.
Alright.
20.
16.
Okay, so it seems to be coming from one of the bodies, or more specifically, underneath one of the bodies.
Okay. That's
That narrows it.
So, it's one of
Oh,
the underneath one of the dead orcs. If you go and look, and there's actually a person underneath it. It's one of the orcs that was dead before you got here.
Okay.
Oh, I can't lift shit.
Alright, well, I go over and try and help.
This orc have child.
What?
What? What?
Okay, so as you try to lift the body, you
What?
can actually hear the voice underneath it hoarsely yell, "Careful!" So you carefully pull the body up, and you can see that one of the arrows that pierced the orc's shoulder has gone clean through and has gone into the man's face right next to his eye.
Ouch.
It doesn't look like a deep wound, but it's enough to bloody his face. And as you pull the rest of the body off, you can also see he has a dagger like right into his side.
Man, people in this neck of the woods are really bad at keeping themselves safe. Like, what'd you guys do? Take a potion of arrow calling or something? Crap.
Okay, so let's do a heal check just to kind of assess him.
Where?
Assess him. He's got an arrow in his face.
Well, not anymore. It came
It's a
out
natural
when
20!
Oh, nice.
Good job.
That's gonna be my one nat 20 for the night, just you watch. There it is, right there.
Okay,
But, so it was a 30, just so you know.
Okay, so yeah, you assess him very well.
I
You can-
assessed the
you can
crap out of
see-
this guy.
So his facial injury is pretty superficial. It will heal on its own. The knife wound needs immediate attention.
Okay.
If it can't be healed with magic or first aid, the dagger shouldn't be removed. It's kind of holding him together right now.
That's horrifying.
He
Well-
also has multiple cracked ribs, and one of his toes is likely fractured.
Oh boy. Okay.
Celeste, you wanted to use one of the scrolls, maybe?
A scroll would be a good idea. I'm gonna use one of the scrolls. You didn't tell me what the scrolls were for. You just gave your, like,
Yeah, so
generally
they're cure
healing
light
or
wounds.
whatever. Oh, they're cure light wounds. Cure light wounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, I would like to use one of those.
Okay. So you pull the dagger out and heal the wound, and he starts to sit up. I'm not sure if that would be like a medically sound thing to advise him to do, but he seems to be doing it anyway, and he
Alright.
pulls himself onto his feet. Like kind of dusts himself off as if he got a little dirty, and that's all it was.
I like the cut of this guy's jib.
Well, yeah, it's cut right across his face.
Wow.
So he introduces himself as Sir Major Matthew Baumgartner, and
That's a terrible
Hey, what up, Baumgartner?
Mike,
People around
this is
here
the
have
name of
weird
one of our
names.
patrons.
Yeah, it's one of our
So-
Patreon. One of our Patreon news.
So anyway,
Oh, is this an actual real person's name?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh
This
shit,
is one
I
of
am
the
so
patrons.
sorry.
It's
My last name is Lovhaug. You can make fun of me. It's all good.
To be fair, the guy who runs Terrible Warriors,
Everyone
his
make
last
fun
name
of
is...
Lewis.
No.
So he was bringing the first wagon, I guess to save the king, and he was hit right before you guys showed up. He says the king's just ahead.
Oh no, the king's only ahead.
So his wagon's pretty much out of action. The horses are dead. So he says, "Can I come with you? Can you squeeze me in?"
I think so. Ooh, hiccups. Oh my gosh. I think so. You can
Okay.
do it.
So, are you guys grabbing one of the orc bodies to like interrogate, or are you just like?
That's what I'm doing.
All right. So, are you going to try to revive him, or are you just like hurling him onto the back of the wagon and taking him with you?
I'm gonna revive him. I don't want them to know how far away we are and everything, or to give us away.
Okay. So, someone's either going to need a heal check, or you're going to need like a cure minor wounds.
Celeste!
To keep them alive.
We need to question this orc.
Sure.
Okay, so which are you doing?
I'm just gonna do a heal check on him.
Okay. Okay, so you have a first aid kit, which gives you a +2 bonus, but it only has 10 uses, so you can decide whether to use that or just use a natural thing. Okay, so you added 10, so I'm assuming you used it. 26. Okay, yeah, so he will live.
Yep.
Aww.
Okay, so you continue on in your wagon, following a string of dead bodies. The sound of battle becoming louder as you venture deeper into like a winding path between a series of steep hills, and some of the bodies look like they've been trampled. And finally, you come to a very small phalanx of soldiers with tower shields clustered together, fighting off just a half dozen orcs. There's also a heavily armored orc with a heavy crossbow and a cape made of a bunch of like mismatched pelts, and he's sitting on top of a black dire wolf. The wolf is just covered in nasty-looking scars and open wounds, and his teeth are red with blood. And next to them is a half-orc wearing bones around his neck, wrists, and kind of a gruesome halo around his head, braided right into his hair. And
Wow.
Dibs on Wolf Rider.
the orc war chief or whatever just notices you coming and just kind of gives you this menacing look. And that is where we are going to end today.
Oh!
Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Tom, he's an evil genius White, and I am joined by
Lewis Linkara Lovhaug, who plays Korg.
Cassie D20 Love Chew playing Celeste.
Big Mike from D20 Live, who is playing Garrett.
So thank you for joining us. Don't forget to follow us at Dice Warriors on Twitter, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Return to us on Thursday for the second chapter in these campaigns of the Blood Wall. Both the North and South campaigns released at the exact same time simultaneously. Meanwhile, we're getting ready for our 6th season on the Terrible Warriors. Can you believe it? In September, we'll be releasing our recorded episodes of our first campaign of the year, Tales from the Loop. Set in an alternate 1980s, we are going to play a bunch of kids getting up to no good. And if you're listening to this episode the day it comes out, and you're a Patreon supporter with access to our Discord channel, we're recording that game on Saturday the 25th at 5 p.m. EDT. That's Toronto time. Come listen in. If you're a Patreon supporter of any amount, you can get special privileges, which give access to a virtual studio audience. It's a Listen Live channel where you can listen in on our room as we're playing the game. If you want to hear what the process sounds like, this is how you do it. We'll see you on Saturday for our recordings of Tales from the Loop, and return to us on Thursday for part 2 of the Blood Wall campaign. Until next time, thank you for listening to the Terrible Warriors.